In this video, we're breaking down exciting college basketball matchups happening on March 5th, 2025, giving you free team picks and total picks for each game. That's 8 picks in total. Welcome back to NBA Trends Today. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. By the end of this video, you'll have all the key insights you need to make informed decisions on these matchups. Watch full video. Now, let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're diving deep into the Golden State Warriors' exciting 119-101 victory over the Charlotte Hornets. This was a big one for the Warriors, and I've got all the details you need to know. So, if you're a Warriors fan, a Hornet supporter, or just a basketball enthusiast, make sure to stick around and hit that like button. Let's break this down. The Golden State Warriors continued their strong form with a commanding 119-101 win over the Charlotte Hornets. This marks their 6th win in their last 7 games, and they're looking better and better as the season progresses. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Stephen Curry, who had a stellar performance in his annual homecoming game. Curry, who's originally from Charlotte and played college ball at Davidson, finished with 21 points and 10 assists. Not bad, huh? Curry went 6 of 14 from the field and hit 3 three-pointers, showing once again why he's one of the best in the game. The Hornets tried everything they could to contain Curry, throwing double teams at him all night, especially in the first half. But as we've seen time and time again, when teams focus on Curry, he's more than capable of creating opportunities for others. Curry dished out 9 assists before halftime, helping the Warriors' offense flow smoothly. But Curry wasn't the only Warrior putting in work. Buddy Hield led the team with 22 points, while rookie Brandon Podziemski contributed 19 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. The young guy's been stepping up and showing his potential, which is great news for the Warriors' future. And of course, we can't forget Draymond Green, who added a solid 16 points and 13 rebounds, helping Golden State get back on track after that tough loss to the Philadelphia 76ers just a couple of nights ago. On the other side, it was another tough night for the Charlotte Hornets. They've now dropped 7 straight games and have only won one of their last 11. Miles Bridges did his best to keep his team in it, finishing with 35 points, but it just wasn't enough. LaMelo Ball also had a strong showing with 25 points and 9 rebounds, but with Charlotte's depleted bench, they just couldn't keep up with the Warriors. Speaking of Charlotte's bench, they got outscored 45-21 by Golden State's reserves. That's a huge gap, and one that's been a theme for the Hornets this season. Let's talk about a key moment in the game. In the third quarter, the Hornets were starting to make a run, trimming the Warriors' lead down to just 3 points. But that's when Buddy Hield stepped up big time. He hit back-to-back three-pointers, and then Jimmy Butler, yes, Jimmy Butler, drilled a corner 3 to push Golden State's lead back into double digits. That really deflated the Hornets' momentum and helped seal the win for the Warriors. And by the way, Curry's free throw streak ended during this game. After hitting 29 consecutive free throws, Curry missed 2 from the line. But hey, even the best have their off nights, right? Now, let's look at the takeaways from this one. The game got pretty physical, especially in the third quarter after a collision between LaMelo Ball and Gary Payton II, which led to Payton leaving the game with a head injury. Shortly after, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr got hit with a technical foul, and Draymond Green was assessed a flagrant one. It was definitely an intense stretch there. For the Hornets, their struggles on the bench and lack of depth were glaring. Without key contributors, they just couldn't keep pace with Golden State. Looking ahead, the Warriors are heading to New York to face the Knicks on Tuesday, while the Hornets will host the Minnesota Timberwolves on Wednesday. The Warriors have bounced back strong from their losses this season, and they'll be looking to keep that momentum going as they hit the road. So, to wrap it all up, A strong win for the Golden State Warriors, with big contributions from Curry, Hield, Podziemski, and Green. The Hornets continue to struggle, but there are some bright spots with players like Bridges and Ball. What do you think, though? Can the Warriors keep this hot streak going? And how do the Hornets get back on track? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Rockets versus Thunder. Today, we're breaking down an absolute masterclass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who led the Oklahoma City Thunder to a 137-128 win over the Houston Rockets. It was another 50-point game for Shai, making his case for MVP this season. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for all your NBA news and game breakdowns. Let's get into it. So, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 51 points, 8 assists, and a huge win for the Thunder. And honestly, we need to talk about how casual this guy makes it look. In his post-game interview, when asked about the 50-point game, he said, and I quote, "A little bit. You can say it's not as exciting as the first one." Like, come on, Shai, are you kidding me? It's crazy, right? The guy is just out here dropping 50-point games like it's nothing. And the numbers don't lie. This was his fourth 50-point game of the season, which ties him with none other than Kevin Durant for second most in Thunder history. And get this, no one else in the NBA has more than one 50-point game this season. He's literally in a class of his own. Now let's break down the game. The Thunder came out a little slow early on, but as usual, Shai was the spark. He scored 20 points in the first quarter, the third time this season he's done that, keeping OKC within striking distance as they trailed Houston by just 1 point at the end of the first. And let's not forget, Houston was without 4 of their usual starters. So, not the toughest competition, but still, Shai's scoring was impeccable. After a slow start, Shai knew he had to take control, and that's exactly what he did. In the second half, the Rockets' defense couldn't stop him. It was like he was slicing through them with surgical precision, knocking down three-pointers, getting to the rim, and hitting free throws with ease. And speaking of free throws, Shai won 11 for 11 in this game. And let's just say his free throw trips were not without a little controversy. The Thunder absolutely exploded in the third quarter. After leading by only 1 point at halftime, they came out and put on a clinic. They outscored the Rockets 39-27 in the third, with Shai dropping 15 points alone. And let's not forget the energy from the bench. Kenrich, Kenny Hustle, Williams was all over the place, grabbing offensive rebounds and sparking the team with his hustle. And the Thunder's defense? They clamped down hard on the Rockets, forcing Houston into frustration fouls. Kenny Hustle finished with a season-high 5 offensive rebounds, and his energy was contagious. It's players like him that help OKC maintain that momentum and push their lead even further. Also, let's shout out Cason Wallace, who came off the bench with 14 points and 5 rebounds. Talk about depth. Now let's talk MVP. With this performance, Shai is absolutely in the MVP conversation. He's currently averaging a league-leading 32.6 points per game and is just making scoring look effortless. His play this season has been phenomenal. And let's be real, he's the main reason the Thunder have been so dominant, sitting with the best record in the NBA. And even though Shai is downplaying the excitement around his 50-point nights, trust me, this guy's ceiling is through the roof. His teammates, like Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren, are all in awe of what he's doing. But they know it's his work ethic and focus that sets him apart. OKC is absolutely rolling right now. With a 50-11 record, they're looking like a serious contender for the championship. They've got a tough stretch coming up, and the way Shai's playing, there's no doubt they'll continue to ride his star power. Can they keep this momentum going? Only time will tell. That's it for today's breakdown of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 51-point performance. What do you think? Is Shai the new MVP frontrunner? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more NBA analysis. Until next time, I'm out. See you in the next video.